This is in verses 28 and 29. It says, and all they in the synagogue, when they heard these things, were filled with wrath. They were filled with wrath. Filled with wrath. You know, if you come to me and tell me, I have some good news for you. I just want you to know you never have to be poor or broke again. I want to tell you how you can get millions of dollars and pay all your bills and wear the best clothes, live in the best home, drive the best vehicle, eat the best food. You know, if you told me that, I guarantee you, I'm not going to say to you, well, I'm just filled with wrath. Man, you have totally offended me and hurt my feelings. I can't believe you said something so evil and so bad to me. I wouldn't say that, would I? No, it'd be just opposite. I'd be thanking you. I'd be saying, well, thank you so much. Man, you made my day. I appreciate those encouraging words. Now tell me how to do that. I'm ready to receive that in my life. That's what I would say. But that's not what these people did. This is a whole church full of people. I'm talking about the pastor of the church, or whoever the leader was, the pastor, and all the people in the church, the whole congregation, that says they were filled with wrath. Well, I'm glad he didn't tell them any bad news. I mean, if they're filled with wrath over good news, I can't imagine how they would be if he actually told them some bad news. So it says they were filled with wrath. Now listen to this. They're not done yet here. Look at verse 29 over in Luke chapter 4. Look at verse 29. It says, and they rose up and thrust him out of the city and led him unto the brow of the hill. They led him up a hill wherein the city was built, that they might cast him down headlong. Wow. They're so mad at the good news. They're so mad at what Jesus said. They actually took him up to the top. The whole congregation, the pastor, the whole congregation took him up to the top of a hill, to a cliff, to throw him off. They wanted to murder the guest speaker. Jesus was the guest speaker. They wanted to murder the guest speaker. Now that's bad. You know, I've been traveling and ministering in churches now for over 40 years. That's what my wife and I, we do that all the time. We travel and minister all the time. And, you know, I've been to just maybe a few churches that I may not be too thrilled about going back to. They weren't necessarily super receptive and open and friendly as they could have been. But I've never encountered anything to this measure. Never, ever. I hope I never will. But they wanted to throw him off a cliff. They wanted to throw him off a cliff. And then verse 30, listen to this. Verse 30 says this, but he passing through the midst